There's so many following me now, and I'm thankful. But I do try to follow those that I catch. I do try to follow back, and I want to say that I follow those back to see good videos. The beauty of the art. I want to see the people, what they're doing. I want to enjoy that. So the reason why I follow back is those people who have great content, great videos that make me laugh. The stuff be fun to eat. It'd be so funny. So, yes, I digress. Okay, now, I'm going to go ahead and get into this poetry, guys. Listen. Now, as you all know, I'm the poet outside the box. I'm the poet outside the box. Okay? I don't do anything like everybody else. I write, I put my heart into it. I become the poet that I want to see, and I do it differently. Okay? Nadine Poetry 1. One word, one number. Yes. Hold on this Patti LaBelle classic. Some of y'all don't even know Patti made this. I think Dr. Dre produced this, but the beat is fire. And then on top of that, it got the legendary Patti, okay? Yes, I pumped this in my car and don't care. Everywhere. All right, guys, listen. Alexa, pause, because we're going to get back to that. Alexa, pause. Guys, I'm going to go ahead and get into the poem. The poetry is for all and every. Please be sharing the poetry. You never know who can get this information and it resonates with them well. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and get into the poem. And guys, listen. This poem is I'm very proud of it. Can I just say that? I'm very proud of it. I'm proud of the way that I wrote it. And this one is certainly in the benefit of the fellas, okay? So if you guys are on there, okay, and you ladies that are on the dating scene, come on and lend an ear to Nadine Poetry 1 tonight in Perfect Poetry Thursday Live. I got some information in this poetry, okay? Now I'm gonna go ahead and get into it. Please rock with me. If I mess up, it's a Perfect Poetry Thursday. I don't have a flow for this poem, so on Perfect Poetry Thursday, again, I just write them and then I come on here and with you guys I generate a flow. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and get into it again. The poem is called Standard Brands, okay? He pulled out a chair for her. Freaked out was her thoughts. She never used to chivalry, so snap. Why? What was that? Independence is what I am. I can do that myself. What? He replied. You never had this gesture from anyone else? Gentleman was his teaching. She was out of her lane, fine, but reaching. Comfortable complimenting the ladies without shooting down the security through the spine of his female guest. A ladies' man, so kind, never pumping his chest. The lady doll felt a small waist with long hair, gave them understanding that made things clear. Vibe with me, mentally deep, never expressing with words. My body is the noun, adjective, verbs. He's so kind, he must be a herb. He can dig deep, just don't music my nerves. Carefully, he observed, watching his back, understanding what he got in the company of something serious, more behind the pretty. He's fine, rich, fly, successful, but modest, seeking someone to keep. He was not the surface man. He wanted to know more. He went a little deep. Below, what you said at the table, looking underneath the cloth. For if the words made soup, surely you had better bring broth. Intrigued by his subtle speech, using her looks to make him weak. Highest bidder of the menu, the cost laid at his feet. He scanned her unknowingly, yet surrendering every request for her treat. Good time, good eats, the sips, the tips, slow drips, all fillered up. Let's dip, right. Evaporate the heaviness into the park moonlight. First corner turned, a disappearance in the night. One breath left, breathing the air. As she turned towards the invisible, clear, a huff and a puff, some delusion was there. This is real. The thoughts that sang through her ears. Everything wanted from a man. Between her fingers, in her hand, she began to walk, moving very slow. A strange beauty approached, said, I have to let you know. He was more than what you wanted. He was what you needed. Your beauty failed your intentions. Your thoughts of that kind were defeated. He got in too deep for you to see that he was not the surface man. Deep thoughts, higher than your standard brand. That's it, guys. Alexa, play. Come on in and join me, guys. Join me. Listen, I'm about to get. Oh, that's Patty. I'm sorry. I'm about to get into why I played this poem. And I really want to let you know you can have what you want anytime you want me. No matter what it is, anything, just ask me. All right, listen, guys. Every time we kiss, all of it. All right, listen. All right, let me go on. Let me get into it. Because that's Miss Patty. That's Miss Patty. I'm saying it's a legend. So, when you play in a legend, you kind of shut everything down a little bit. I'm just saying. Okay, now the poem is about a woman that wanted her perfect guy, right? He must be rich. He must be fly. He must be fine, etc., right? All of those things I labeled in the poem. She believes that if she can keep his eyes on her, she good. Sound familiar? I'm sure y'all know someone. If he can keep his eyes on me, honey, I'm good. I'm going to eat, all right? I'm going to eat his whole plate, right? But all she has to bring to the table was that. She thought that's all she needed was her beauty. The character thought her beauty could seal any deal, gaining and keeping the man of a certain standard. Right? Y'all come in and join me if y'all got something to say, because this is going somewhere. This is going somewhere. Look like the pastor. This is going somewhere. This is going somewhere. Okay? Right? But think again. Think again. Men will trick you. Okay? You thinking if you see him looking like everybody else, he's popping, he dripping, he lit, he wearing what everybody wear, he do what everybody else do. It's not the case. And here's another thing. When you get that man, if that's all you bring it to the table, what else do you have? How are you going to keep him? I remember when my son started dating, right? And I remember saying to him, make sure you're opening the door for the girls and make sure you pulling out their chair. He laughed. He laughed. He said, Mom, these girls ain't doing all that. I said, really? He said, they be looking at you like you crazy, right? And his father agreed. So while my husband and my son were laughing like you be doing too much, because I do sometimes, when it comes to my side. I'm a boy mom, okay? I'm like thinking to myself, young women do not require chivalry anymore. I mean, is that not a thing anymore? I mean, because who's sending their daughters out like that, saying that you're not supposed to have this jump and get the other thing without going through the process of getting the chivalry and see how the man treats his woman and his mama and his sister and and vice versa. Go through the process, see how she treats her father and her brothers and she got any other men in her life that she may have had children with. How does she treat them? What is the respect mechanism? Because again, I'm a boy mom, and a man mom. He's a man. That requires some old school respect. And you bringing these people home, and your family looking at them like, what is going on, Alexa? Right? There are some old school aspects that I will never change. Okay, and when I get granddaughters one day, okay, they will be requiring the same stuff is